Part 9, Act 4 Nightmare. Act 4 is where we kind of start slowing down a bit on our fiery destruction, as it is the start of fire immunities. So it's time to head back to Act 1 and do a respec. Here we're at level 61. First put enough points into strength so you'll be able to use your equipment. We'll bring our strength up to 90, that way we have enough strength for when we find some higher strength requirement armor bases we'll be able to use them. And dump the rest of the points into vitality at 275. And now, time for the skills, as we are no longer going to be primarily a fire trapper, but a lightning sin. 1 point into each shadow discipline is enough for now until you can get up to Mind Blast. Mind Blast is really great at controlling mobs later on. For our traps, our main trap is going to be Lightning Sentry, so max this one first. Next, we're going to be putting our points into Fire Blast. This will help against lightning immunities and also help with Death Sentry synergies. After Fire Blast, I put points into Shockweb, although I should have put points into Death Sentry here instead, as it would be my secondary skill. Oh well. Plains of Despair can have a lot of soul spawns in it at times, so be careful even if you have max lightning resistance. Remember that Cloak of Shadows is your friend against souls and other ranged mobs. Here we deal with Nightmare Iswal. This situation isn't really super great with the amount of other mobs around, so we'll have to take out the other ones first so we can focus on Iswal solely afterwards. Here we get in a pretty scary spot on the ramp. Although it's great to keep him focused in one spot, it got a little crazy here where the other mobs were blocking my path to escape. Always make sure to throw that lower resistance on him. Every little bit helps and eventually you'll take him down. Hephaestus can always be a little bit deadly depending on all the mods he can roll. Thankfully, with Mind Blast, we can stun him around a bit and prevent too much damage taken on us. And with a 1, 2, and 3, we get a pole rune. Excellent. Before making my way to Diablo, I decided to do a little bit of a geed gamble or two, and I find a really awesome circlet. 25 strength, 34 lightning resistance, and 32 fire resistance. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any plus to skills, but it still can be pretty useful. So I make sure to give this to my mercenary. I also decide to visit the Countess. And holy shit, look at all those Ith runes. After dealing with the 5 seals, it's time for Diablo. Load up the middle with your lightning sentries and get ready with the lower resist wand. As always, throw that fade on for extra resistances and damage reduction. Tony unfortunately is still no match for Diablo's might, but that's okay, we can still take him down just fine. I use slow, tight circles around Diablo to keep him in one spot so your lightning sentries don't miss him too much. I try to use my Shadow Master for some extra distraction and damage. Here you won't really need to use Death Sentry either, as there won't be any bodies around, so load up on those lightning sentries and throw Fire Blasts whenever you can. If you need to head back to town, make sure you put your town portal far enough away from Diablo as to not get trapped in the bone prison on the way back. After all the nice hard work, you level up and get a Lenimo. Enjoyed the video? Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Playing along? Post a comment below of your findings so far. Or you can watch live at twitch.tv/alarashade.